how can we search out the sentence, what is the name of the sentence. Okay, first of all, in a sentence we search out subject, verb and object. It is the units of the sentence. Then we can say this is the sentence. If we find out the verb from a sentence without verb, we can't say this is the sentence. So it is necessary to find out the verb. If the verb has contained some things in a sentence, this is the called the sentence. Without verb, we can't say it is not the sentence. So there are, number one, the three basic concepts are found in a sentence. Number one, subject. Number two, verb. And number three, object. Okay. Now question is arising here. How can we say this is the subject? How can we say some words is found out in a sentence and we judge this is the subject? What is the features in the words that it can make a subject? So it is necessary to find out the features of a verb, of a word that is capable to make a sentence subject or object or verb. So this is the basic concept about the subject. Subject has, there are five main forms of a subject. Number one, noun. Two is pronoun. Third is gerund. Four is participle. Fifth is infinitive. Okay. These are the five forms of a subject. By these forms, we can say about any word, this is the subject. If the word situation, if the word's formation is contained like in five forms, this is the subject. Okay. Among the five forms, there are basic forms of a subject, noun and pronoun. And remaining three is a rare cases we can use in a sentence, basically in the competitive exam. It is very mandatory to know about three basic forms of a subject. But in common way, there are two forms is very generally found for the forms of subject. So one by one, we can explain about the subject forms. First is the noun. How can we find out the noun? About the noun, in the prior lecture, I would explain you about the noun. How can we find out? There are two basic concepts about the noun that we can find out. Number one, if the word is started with the capital letter, is called the noun. Okay, you cleared about it. Number two, if the word is start with the article forms a, and the, this is the noun forms. This is a very main features of the word that is we can say this is the noun. And according to the situation, we can use the noun as a subject, as a object. But first thing, how can we find out this the word is noun? So it is a very simple way to find out. Search out the noun situation. If the word is contained, the first letter is capital, that is the noun. If the word is contained with the a, and the, this is the noun. These are the basic form, basic features of the noun. Okay, clear? Next, pronoun. Pronoun. It is the word that is used in the place of noun. Okay, something lies the features the same noun. So we can the word use the place of noun. This is the pronoun. But here the forms of subjects and the forms of object. There are 5 forms in this pronoun: subjective, objective, possessive, reflexive, and impassive. So there are various forms in the pronoun that we clearly find out in a sentence, and we can say we claimed about the word. This is the pronoun. Why? Because the subject form is different from the object form, and the object forms is different from remaining forms like subject, possessive, impassive, and subjective. Okay, so we can clear about the words which is the pronoun. We can understand by a chart of pronoun. Now I write about the pronoun. The pronoun chart. The pronoun chart is subjective, next objective. You have proper light on the blackboards? Okay, 1 minute. Perhaps now you can clear it. Okay, just a minute, I test it. Yeah, objective, next possessive. According to the features, these are the vary from each other forms. Like here, we explain about the forms of pronoun. Here, subjective are we, you, they, he, she, it. Here, subjective. Objective here, me, us, you, them, him, her, and it. Possessive, my, our, your, their, his, her, and it. Okay. Now you can judge about the forms of pronoun according to the feature. We find out the forms of the pronoun here. These are the forms of pronoun, but these are different from each other. Like here, subjective form are different from the objective and the possessive. Like the same patterns and features lies among the remaining: we, you, they, he, she, it, we, us, you, them. Here, there are the differential forms to each other. They are not the same position, so we can clearly find out the pronoun forms from the sentence. We can't any type of the suspicions about the pronoun because the forms of pronouns is completely different. Understand? But dear, one thing here, you can learn the chart of the pronoun that your problems can be solved out. Without learning the chart, you can't understand about the pronouns and you can't find out the forms of pronoun from a sentence. Okay? Just now we can know about the examples. For example, now Ram reads a book. He understands very well. Here, this is a sentence here. One sentence is here, second sentence is here. Now by one sentence we search out the person. It is not the person, but it is a thing. But here start by the article. So the words is start by article called the noun, and the words is start with the capital letter called the noun. And the second sentence, he, it is not the first letter capital, not start with the article. What is things? It means it is not the noun. But you have the learns about the pronoun chart. Definitely you can clear out in an easy way because it is the subjective form of pronoun. Subjective form pronoun. The subjective form pronoun, the word is used here, the replace of the noun. So it is the pronoun subject forms. Okay? Again, understand, it is not the pronouns. What is things we don't know about them. Remaining parts of the sentence we can understand again. We can understand in the next video lecture. But here we find out the forms of the subject. How can we find out the forms of the subject from a sentence? By these two features, we can easy way to find out the subject form. Okay, the pronoun and the noun. It is a very common forms of the subject. But remaining three forms, gerund, participle, and infinitive, these are the complicated. We can learn in the next video. Okay, just again the verb. One by one, we can explain about the topic in a sentence that is covered in a sentence. Now, subject, verbs, and object. Next point is verb. Which is the verb? Verb is the soul. Is the soul of a sentence. Of a sentence. Why? Because without verbs we can say this is not the sentence. Without verb, it is not a sentence. So it is mandatory to use the verbs in a sentence. Okay? Just. How can we judge this is the word is the verb? What is the features of a verb that is make a verb? So dear students, where some of the rule is find out is related to the verb. Which is the rule? Which is the feature? Which is the symbol indicator that is very easy way to find out the forms of the verb. Here, verb. Verb by by this diagram, we can understand has two forms of the verb. Number one, main verb. Other is helping verb. Helping verb. By this words, we can understand clearly. Helping means help, support. But the same categories, if a word used for the same category word, that is called the helping. Main verb and helping verb here. Main verb. What is the main verb? Main verb is the parlance of a sentence that clear come out a meaning. Without the main verb, we can't suggest a real meaning of a sentence. So it is very necessary to find out the main verb. Okay? Main verb denotes to a action. Main verb indicate toward the action. So the main verb and helping verb, which is the helping verb? Which is the helping verb? It is only the help nature. It is not related to the action. It is only the help. But here, main verb is found out in the forms of two finite verb. Other is non-finite. Helping is the same form, be form, and other is modal auxiliary verb. Modal verb. Okay? Finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verb relate to the tense, relate to the time and tense. Time and tense. But non-finite is not the relate to the time and tense. Okay? Next video lecture we know about the finite and non-finite. Okay? Because the video is very lengthy and the MB is very large, so we can't upload the videos, the large memories MB. So next video we clear out the features of the verb. Thank you.